Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for a 4 versus 4 on the map, Fossil Quarry. We have Mike spawning up here as the Red Protoss, Spartan spawning as the Purple Terran, Contrarian spawning as the Blue Protoss, and Bocephus spawning as the Teal Protoss. And their opponents in this matchup are going to be Woo Kiwi, the Orange Terran, Peen, the Yellow Protoss, who's throwing that Chrono Boost down right now. Good for him. Star Alien XS. Well, Star Alien XS as the Pink Terran. And finally, we have Sam as the Green Terran. Actually, lately, I've been hoping I was going to get some more casts out this week than usual, because I'm on vacation this week. So far, it's not working out, but I'm trying to force out a cast here before, too much is gone. For those of you who've been, following other parts of my channel, you should know that Guild Wars 2 did just release yesterday. Yes, that would be yesterday, or earlier if you were in the Head Start. And so I've pretty much been playing that quite a bit since, early in the wee hours of Saturday morning, which has prevented me, that and all this stuff I've been doing has kind of prevented me from getting out a boost in all the casts that I was hoping to get done this week. And if you're wondering, are there going to be any Guild War 2 videos now that the release is out? I don't know yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. I'm hoping to at least maybe do some, PvP match casting. Maybe not some of the leveling playthroughs that I did mostly during the beta. But first, before I do that, I'm going to have to build my new computer because, Starcraft 2 takes a performance hit trying to record it. But Guild Wars 2, it was becoming noticeably a problem, and so I think I want to get my new computer all souped up and ready to go before I even try that again. And we should see some definite improvements here as well. And as we speak, there is a pile of computer components completely surrounding me, ready for assembling. And as soon as I figure out where slot B is that I can insert tab A into. And hopefully we can get that going before too long. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get done. Hopefully not long. Then I got to install everything, which may actually take longer, but then we'll be good to go. And we can see more improvement here in StarCraft. Maybe get a little more Guild Wars 2 for those of you that want to see more of that content. I don't know. And oh, Sam's SCV got a little bit stuck there, and oh, it's going to cost him. Usually the stellar pathing of StarCraft 2 is going to fail that poor SCV that time. What on earth is he going to do? And we don't really have anything. Everyone's just kind of building up their walls, as usually is what happens here. And wow, we got a fancy little logo right there. I don't know where that comes from or how you get that one. Some sort of boar's head in front of the moon? I don't know. That is definitely not one that I've seen before. But everyone's just kind of doing some standard stuff right now. Throw up a couple of gateways. Ooh, Mike's not got his warp gate research started yet. He's going to need to get on top of that as soon as possible, especially since he's throwing down 2 more gates. I mean, he's going gateway tech, but right now he's going to have to warp those out just a little bit at a time in the slow pace of those warp gates, or those gateways. Geez, you just say warp gates, you hardly ever see anyone with gateways for very long. And ooh, looks like Woo Kiwi is going to be probably throwing up an expansion here. That's the only reason I can figure why he would put a bunker there. Kind of got that SCV out there exposed a little bit. You might want to send your army out to defend that. There are no Zerg on you, so you don't have to worry about suddenly being surrounded by Zerglings. Yeah, and there's no Zerg. I don't know if any of these players came in random, but you've scouted them. There is no Zerg, so I don't know. And there goes the command center is going down. Is he going to fill that bunker up? It looks like he is. Might just be a good idea just to leave your army right here. If something attacks here, you sweep over, drop some people in the bunkers, you take care of it. If they come up your ramp, then you swing over this way, you take care of that. But this one, you're basically defending this with 1 Marine right now. I don't know if I agree with that. And it looks like, ooh, we got some early tanks coming out here for Sam. He's angry he lost that SUV, and he's going to pay for that with siege mode. And where are those guys? These guys trying to move out. They're trying to move out. Oh, there we go. You're going to drop that supply depot. If you just salvage this bunker, you'd be fine. At this point, you've got a big enough army. You're probably going to hold, because anything that's that's strong enough to take on this bunker is probably going to do a lot of damage to this wall. They can just sit over here and do this damage. So, and it looks like he's going to be pushing out right now. Look, even those Marauders have that. I think they do. If the Marauders hold still, oh, it looks like Contrarian. He's going to scout this coming, and if he turns around, he's going to see that their rocks are going to be coming down. Hold still. I want to see what's going on here on their shoulders. Yeah, there's that little boar head icons right there on their shoulders too. I mean, look, even on the Marines' shoulders, you can barely see it, but it's there. And did Contrarian see these forces moving out? Does he know this is coming? They're busting down this rock. I mean, they want to get aggressive. Meanwhile, Mike is he pushing out the other direction? Nope, he's going to be trying to secure his expansion. He's actually going to try to defend his expansion going up. But those rocks are going to go down. It couldn't be a worse time. Oh, that's actually an observer for Bocephus, so he's going to be able to see this coming if he's paying attention. Oh, I think he just missed. Oh, no, well, these stalkers are going to see this, and they need to pull back. Oh, he didn't pull back quick enough. Did lose a stalker there, but just one stalker, and they're going to come up against this wall. I think a quick Guardian Shield, they'd be okay. Well, actually, they're probably going to be okay anyhow, but Guardian Shield will just, limit the amount of damage. But, oh, no, they're going to force that back. Not too much damage taken. And he's going to push around. Oh, but he's going to find Contrarian's expansion, and they're going to have to push out to defend that, or just let it be sacked. And it looks like Mike's coming over with his stalkers. Are they going to be able to save it? Should have go focus down the Nexus. Pylons are easily replaced, and now, oh, they're focusing down the pylon, not the units that are attacking it. And now they're going to try to turn and attack. Now they're going to try to turn and run, and a lot of losses there. They should have just gone straight for the Nexus. And oh, what is this Marauder doing? Did he actually go to try to save the other Marauder? Sometimes the players will turn at one unit back, and all the army will focus on them if they're on attack move, and allow the rest of the army to get away while they stop to shoot. Is that what he was doing there? Sacrificing a Marauder to save the other Marauder? I'd find it silly for him to go to all that effort to save one extra Marauder when he could have done a lot more and saved more units than that, and possibly gotten this Nexus down too. But that's not what happened, and Pian's going to be taking this expansion out here. Fairly exposed expansion. Oh, and Wu Kiwi's going to put up a planetary, and he's going to leave that bunker there. I think you can almost sacrifice this bunker now. I mean, you got the missile turret, that'll shoot anything that's in the air, and you got this, which will hold out to all sorts of forces. The only things that are going to knock this down easily are things that are probably going to knock down that bunker pretty easily, too. So you can probably abandon this, bring those Marines back into your main army, which is pretty small, in fact. Well, actually, let's just look at his units. What does he have? 12 Marines, 2 Marauders. Yeah, that looks about it. Oh, and a couple of tanks. Does he have siege mode? He does. Oh, he's got a siege tank right there. Of course he does. So it looks like he's doing the typical Terran turtling, and I did not mean for that to be so alliterative, but that's just kind of the way it panned out. And going to throw a planetary here, too. These Terrans these days are so skittish. They just gotta throw a planetary up anywhere that's not protected behind the wall. They just don't trust themselves to make orbitals. They don't trust their own defenses. And I don't know if I like that observer placement. Put that observer out here so it can actually see stuff coming. Right here, all it's gonna do is see if you've got DTs in the mineral line. Which, if you put it out here, you'll hopefully get a lot more early warning than that. And you can always move it back too. So I don't know about that observer placement. It looks like Sierra Sam's gonna go for the orbital command. He knows those mules are invaluable. But after that aggression, that didn't really do that much. It looks like everyone's kind of gone back passive again. Very defensive. Oh, we got. Oh wow, that's a lot of numbers. You know what? Forget it. We're not looking at those. It's too much information. If you want to look at it, then you can. Well, I don't know what you can do because you won't have access to this replay, so you can't go back and rewatch it. It's not posted on a replay site. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be the most downloaded replay ever, right? Oh, looks like we do have Wu Kiwi's gonna be pushing out. I keep on calling him like Wu Wiki or something. It's Wu Kiwi or Wook Kiwi or I don't know. Wu Kiwi. It's the most awkward way of phrasing that combination of letters. He should have changed his name. A little something a little more easier for me to say. But he's really poking around. Is he gonna be taking down these rocks next? Yes, he is. You know, you can send your tanks on that. Please don't tell me you're gonna siege up, take up the rocks. He actually sieged up to take out the rocks. First of all, his Marines are rather close to those rocks that I was afraid he was actually going to take splash damage. Second of all, siege tanks do a lot more DPS, single target DPS, in unsieged mode. So that was just wasting everybody's time. Oh, and a quick scan down here is going to show that these rocks are going down, which means an expansion here soon is likely. Are they going to want to prepare to take that out? That could be what Star Alien? Yeah, Star Alien is up to right now. Gathering his troops, getting ready to push out. 1-1 upgrades are done. But there's nothing going out yet. It looks like instead Contrarian's going to push forward. We'll see if it's spotting in the air for him, but he's going to bring an observer of his own. He's been burned too many times. He's not going to handle that. And oh, we're going to try to put a missile turret up here on the high ground, but it's not going to make it in time. That SCV is going to go down. The missile turret is just completely going to go down, and those two missile turrets are going to go down as well. And here come the reinforcements. But if he micros those Colossi properly, he'll be just fine. He's got to pull the Colossi back, though. He's got to pull the Colossi back. And he does a good job of microing his Colossi. Okay, be careful. Be careful. No, you're going to need to pull the Colossi back. Pull them back. Oh, he's got to be so careful with this. Colossi are so powerful, but you've got to keep them alive because Terran will love to focus that down. And not too bad. Maybe took more damage than he was hoping, but he did kind of force them back. But, oh, how is he going to get out of there now? He's got a siege tanks down there. It looks like they are going to be coming for him in full force, and it looks like he's going to sacrifice. He's going to sacrifice the army to save the Colossi. Oh! But he does have blink. Unfortunately, these stalkers are in a bit of trouble. There's really nowhere they can get, but oh, they're going to blink away. He could have taken those out, and oh! Why did you scan? You have... These guys can see up here. Here, they can see. So sacrificing a couple of mortals, and a couple of zealots, and he was able to save the majority of that army. Where did those Colossus go? Oh, he left them up here. He needs to swing him back around here. He's going to need them in this battle. He's taking too many losses, especially with the siege tanks there. But the Colossi are just sitting there now. He saved them, but he might as well have let them die because they're doing nothing right now as this army gets slaughtered. And then, oh, the tank's going to go down, but there's still a lot. Oh, there's still. Oh, yeah, and with this reinforcement here, there's a lot of Marauders there. It's not going to be enough. And these Colossi are just sitting here, not doing any damage. And everybody's rallying over to this spot. The Colossi, they should be doing stuff. I mean, oh, but they're going to run up here, and they're going to single file into this army. Not good for these reinforcements. Yeah, they're not going to take much damage there. And why are we throwing down scans? Oh, it looks like we have shared control now. You can see the pink rings around all of Sam's units shows that Star Alien is doing all the controlling of this attack, which can be very, very powerful if you know what you're doing. But now they're a bit trapped now. Marine and Mortal should be more than enough to take care of this force. The question is, will they be able to save the medevacs? Actually, they could lift up in the medevacs and get out of there. And he's going to try to do that, but the medevacs have to get... Oh, no, he's going to try... Is he going to try to drop somewhere? Is he actually going to try to drop? Oh, they've got a beat on you now. Oh, and he's going to turn right. Oh, that's not good. And meanwhile, oh, Pekin is going to make a bunch of Void Rays. And Wu Kiwi has got a couple of them a couple of Thors with SCVs in repair. So once we're seeing more of these two-pronged attacks, which can be absolutely devastating, especially if you don't have enough forces. If you don't have enough forces for the people on one side of the map to defend their own territory, and everybody runs over there, these two-pronged attacks will just kill you. So now they're going to be dealing with repaired Thors and Void Rays, which actually, you can repair these Void Rays too, just saying. But with some Immortals there, that should easily clean up the Thors, but what are they going to do about the Void Rays? Isn't that what we're all asking? What to do about the Void Rays? Here comes a big cluster of Marines. That might be enough to do it. There's only 1-1 upgrades against 1-2-1, so the Void Rays actually have the better upgrades, but is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. They are getting thinned out, and they will fall. And a couple of Phoenix there for good measure. There you go, Mike. Oh, and bringing out the Void Rays of his own. The counter to Void Rays, Void Ray. Although his upgrade's not quite as good, and we have another push coming here to this side of the map. And oh, those Colossi, just now he realized, oh, I still have these Colossi here. He's going to have to try to escape them. Forcing the army up here is going to make it, so they have to kind of swing back around again. This tank's going to slow things down, and he's got to bring his Colossi around to help support these forces of Bocephus. desperately needs them, and it looks like Mike's going to throw in those Phoenix to try to take out the medevacs, and with the ground forces keeping the Marines occupied, the Phoenix will, well, actually, will still die. And with the Colossi supporting here and the Voiders, it is going to clean this up, and then they just got to take out those tanks, which I would recommend using Void Rays for that, or the Immortals, but the Void Rays will take 0 damage, the Immortals will take some. Instead, Contrarian's going to blink forward with those Stalkers and those Zealots and take those out. And we haven't, oh, what, we weren't done yet. Oh, reinforcements streaming in, and they were not prepared for that. Not prepared. Oh, looks like he did manage, Sam managed to save some of those Marines. What's he doing? Where are they going? Has he got to heal them up? They look healed to me. I'm not sure why he separated his medevacs like that. I don't know why he did that. And do we have another oh, we got a Thor push for Wookiee, but I don't know if Thor and Thor Marauder, I don't know, because they are making an awful lot of Immortals this game, and Immortals are going to do fantastically against this composition. There's nothing these guys can do against Immortals. The upgrades, forget upgrades. Who cares about upgrades? You're still going to go down. And it looks like Mike's going to be taking this expansion, or maybe he lost to those Void Rays. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like they're going to keep doing their two-pronged aggression. Two people are going to push up one side, two are going to push up the other, and it could keep these guys scrambling back and forth all day, although Spartan's got a big Marine force, and oh, we got a paint right there. Oh, it looks like there was an observer, but he scanned for that and wiped it out, but not before the alarm was sounded. They know there's a Thor Marauder composition sitting right here. And, oh, you do not, there we go, you want those Immortals going in. No, oh, we want to get attack upgrades on those Immortals, especially if they're going for heavy mech, which is, or heavy armored, which is exactly what this force is. I don't think I've ever seen Thor Marauder. And then they're going to throw in Hellions? Why are they throwing in Hellions? It seems odd. To combat all the Marines? Do they have the Blue Flame? They do have the Blue Flame Hellions. So this is sort of a mech force, only we're going to take out the tanks and substitute in Marauders. Certainly a unique composition. It does have some advantages. It's pretty beefy except for the Hellions, and the Hellions will clean up a lot of the light stuff, but right now this is just going to be Zealots and Marines, and I don't think there's all that many Zealots, to be honest. We can do a quick unit count on the Zealots. There are none, 9, 18, there are 18 Zealots. So they're going to make these Martyrs for 18 Zealots, but oh, it looks like it's not going to matter, because here comes Spartan with his huge force. And the Thors are going to get their first volley off against the Vikings, which will do significant damage against the Vikings. And oh, bringing in the Void Rays. I don't know if this is a good engagement. Marines do still die pretty quickly, but with a lot of Vikings there will help at least keep the Void Rays distracted. But it looks like he's lost all of his Marines. Yeah, we could have used those Immortals in that battle. He should not have gone that alone. And Void Rays swinging up this side. It looks like they will clean up this ground force, but what about the Air Force? There's not enough Void Rays here to take this out. And the upgrades still keep coming. He's almost maxed those out, and he hasn't quite finished off the... Oh, man. SCVs and mass repair are just great at keeping that Thor alive. 14 kills on this Sergeant Thor. And now the Void Ray is going to go on the counteroffensive. An observer here is going to spot this coming, but 3 Stalkers, 4 Stalkers, 3 Stalkers, 1 Stalker, no Stalkers is not going to be enough to stop it. And warping in 1 extra Stalker is just wasting your money right now. You need a lot of forces here right now, and here come the cavalry. Contrarian's got a few Stalkers. I don't think this is going to be enough. They do not seem to have enough anti-air here, and they desperately need anti-air. And here comes the force. The Colossi are going to pretty much take down the ground force, which will be great against the super repaired Thor, because those SCVs are going to go down well before the Thor does, even if they're focusing down the Thor. But the anti-air is quickly thinning out, but so is the Void Ray count. There's only 3 left, 2 left, 1 last Void Ray, and they have enough to take this out. And the Colossi are really, really pissed off, and they're going to be pushing up here against Wookiee's expansion. Oh, are those SCVs going to get away? Oh, he's going to take a couple shots. Oh, a lot of SCVs do go down, and that Zealot's like, I'll take care of the rest of them. You just finish off. Well, the base is pretty much finished off. You can pull out here. I got this one. Oh, walks right into the planetary. That's not going to be good for anybody. Meanwhile, we got a big, huge Marine force here for Star pushing up here. A couple Marauders there. And there's nothing defending this side of the map. What on earth are they going to do? I bet they wish they had a Mothership Core right now, but that doesn't come out until Heart of the Swarm. So they're just going to have to man up and watch this base go down from Bo Cephas. Oh, but actually he does have a big army in the area. A lot of Stalkers. Great upgrades. Are they going to be going up again? Well, both sides are pretty well upgraded at this point. But a lot of production facilities are going down. And now they're going to try to engage this army. And the Zealots are dying quickly, except for these guys that are smart enough to kind of stick in the middle. Oh, they'll just kind of squirt their way through. And, oh, a quick sandwich maneuver is going to finish them off. And a Psystorm. Oh, Psystorm is going to finish off the rest of that army. Nice Psystorms. And those Medivacs, and that one's a little bit late, but that's okay. Just trying to stay in practice. And it looks like, once again, we're going to have Spartan pushing up here with almost more Vikings than Marines. I don't know about this composition. Why is he going these compositions? Well, this is smaller than his last force, and his last force got completely cleaned up. Granted, they cleaned up the forces that killed it, but still, such small forces, and he's getting range of this planetary, which means, look at all these Marines that died at the planetary. Just was not a good engagement right here, but this one Thor is going to try to get away, but I don't think he's going to make it. And watch that planetary, and you're going to get range of the planetary again. He's not watching. The Medivacs are not enough to protect him against this planetary. And, well, these Warriors are going to walk right into this Vikings, which I don't know if that's such a good idea, but well, it looks like they are going to clean it up pretty quickly because they're only +1 attack on those. And now the Medivacs, yeah, your Medivac sticker well after all the ground units were dead. Or rather, all the bio units, which all the ground units were bio. It looks like Contrarian's been pushing up the sides of the map, which is with his huge Colossus ball to attack, and Sam's done. Can't take it anymore. He didn't realize this was going to become a defensive game for his team, and so he is out of there. He's going to leave Star Alien here to defend this side of the map, but they were teaming up to be so aggressive on this sort of southeastern flank, but it looks like it is at an end, and he's got nothing to stop it right now. There doesn't seem to be any army here. It looks like they threw it all away, and there goes Star Alien. Which means we just got this force over here, and it looks like, oh, Spartan's going to be long distance mining this base, even though Peen's going to try to retake this, possibly. I don't know, it doesn't look like they've got anything left in this force. It's just pushing forward. Nothing to stop it now. That is so many Stalkers. Okay, those aren't all Contrarian Stalkers. Josephus has some in there too, but they're all kind of blue, so it's hard to tell. And that was kind of maybe that wasn't a necessary blink. They're going to try to take out those last few Void Rays. Snipe all the Colossus you want. I think this one is done. Oh, SCVs just streaming to their deaths. But that's not the interesting part, because there's nothing going on that side of the map, and we do have some Stalkers from Mike trying to take out this planetary. They're not having any success. The mass repair is just doing phenomenal against them. You can't go against it. You can't just treat the planetary like it's just some other target. You've got to respect the planetary. You know, they're mean. They're nasty. Respect the planetary. Are you listening to me? Here, look at me. Look at me. Respect the planetary, alright? Alright. But it looks like we do have a... Ooh, Kiwi does have quite a few Thors out right now. And trying to mass repair them with as many SCVs as he can muster, but he's running a little... It looks like he doesn't have hardly any income at all, which means repairs are going to not be able to last much longer, especially if he's going to keep producing more Thors. Meanwhile, these bases are being destroyed. It doesn't matter so much now because there's no economy coming from these players anymore, so all they're doing is destroying production buildings that are never really going to get used. Unless it's going to become one of those games. The Spartan streaming SCVs for long distance mining, except that guy, I guess he's going to supervise the mining grounds. And here comes the massive Thor threat. I don't know if it's a good idea. There's Immortals there. There's highly upgraded Stalkers. Thor's not bad. They got +2 attack, +1 armor, but against +3 Stalkers and +3 Immortals. Immortals that are going to do 65 damage per shot to these Thors. And Storms even on top of that, although you can also feed back these Thors because they do have energy. Saying, I don't know which is a more effective attack, but it'll just sap away a lot of that hit points right away. And the Thor army no longer a threat. That's going to be it. And you're really going to push up against this planetary again. Look, he's easily out-repairing this. He's easily out-repairing this. And now you're going to try to focus down... I don't know what you're trying to focus. You're going to focus down... Oh, you're going to get a bunker before you go down. But just keeps throwing stuff away against that planetaries. Maybe a mass zealot force with really good upgrades could do it, because they can kind of get in the way of the SCVs from repairing. And I think they have better DPS than Stalkers, but respect the planetary. And it looks like Contrarian's going to bring his Archons into the mix. I don't know where those were before, but here they are now. And oh, that one's going to get hit by the tank. Is he going to let that tank hurt him like that? He's just going to let the tank take him on right there. Right there. Not going to bother. He's like, I don't care. It's a tank. I don't... Just shoot me with a tank. I don't care. I'm fine. I got 43 shields left. I only have 10 hit points. I don't care. Shoot me. I don't care. And there goes the last Thor. All that's left standing is this planetary, and I think this force is going to be enough, especially with the Colossi that can handily shoot the planetary from range, because the Colossi respect the planetary. And there's the GG from Kiwi. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.